Hi everybody. I'll wait a few minutes to see if anybody comes on to join me. I have just entitled this live, We Are Open as of Monday, and here's why. Anybody who's been following our story over last year, I'll know that 2021 is probably going to be quite different for us. Happy New Year everybody. I wish you all the very best. 2020 was a very difficult year for lots of people for lots of different reasons. For us in Hydroease, it has been a great time of reflection. It's been a real learning curve. I've learned, as a business owner myself, I have learned so much this year about processes, about government departments, about the law, about so many different things, because obviously COVID impacted all of us very differently. And for Hydroease, it made us realise that we are not and do not fit into any of the categories that have been set by the standard industry classification. Now, the standard industry classification is something that is looked at by NISRA in terms of business statistics. So it looks at economic output, it looks at lots and lots of different things. And there's nowhere flotation fits in, apart from where we fit in is mental health service, private sector. So we had a bit of a challenge from the Environmental Health Department, and we closed. We first lockdown, we completely closed, and we worked with the Environmental Health Department, and then that led us on to other government departments, and we worked with them, which led us to being visited. We opened in the last lockdown. We closed for the first 5 weeks, and then we opened for the last two. Sorry, we were open for the first 5 weeks and closed for the last two. When we closed for the last two, it was because we were told we needed a commissioning statement, a commissioning certificate. We went on this trail to try and find a commissioning certificate, and I don't think there is such a thing. So we then started working. We had a legal team. We had lots of different things and lots of different people behind us, supporting us and where we were going and what we were doing. So I know there is some people who don't understand what it is that we do in Hydroease, and I get that. So there has been a few people who have taken to the online reporting system to report businesses and people who are not sticking to the regulations and the rules that are in place for everybody. And again, I totally get that. But we just felt, we're working with the funding from the Department of Health, we're working with Extern, we're working with Intercom, we're working with victims and survivors, and it has been stated in the communications that we've had with them and the supporting letters that we are seen as a specialist mental health intervention that would severely impact treatment plans should it be withdrawn. And because it has been drawn previously, this is what's happened. So where we are now, we were visited again by the PSNI on Wednesday, and I spoke at length with the PSNI. They went off and spoke with various different other people, and this opened up lots of different conversations, because up until Wednesday we were still kind of in this vortex of, are we opening, will we open, won't we open? It's now came back that as a vital mental health service, as a service provider, working with charities and organisations with an evidence base and also with letters of recommendation, that we will continue to be open as of Monday. So as of Monday, we will be business as usual. We will have our same strict COVID measures that we have in place. When you turn up in the centre, you have to phone to enable us to allow space and time to get the people who are already in, to get them through and get them back out before we can let you in. We completely sanitise the inside of the room and completely sanitise the inside of the cabin. And we have lots of any of you who've been in over this last wee while, you will know. So 2020, while it was a challenging year for some, it was a really a huge learning curve for me, and I absolutely loved it. It opened up lots of different networks for me. I had people close to me, people who I know quite well, impacted by COVID. I know people who've lost their businesses and stuff. And so again, as I stated at the very beginning, it's impacted people in lots of different ways. I think if we believe that this is going to be our year, it will be our year. I believe 2020 was going to be my year, and to a certain extent it has been. I believe every single day the only expectation I have of today is no expectations. That is my mantra every single day, because you just never know what's going to come along and how things are going to change. So also in 2020, I got together with four other float centre owners, and we are starting to put together the UK and Republic of Ireland Float Tank Association, so is that we will have that support, we will have that body to be able to go to, we'll be able to provide that for other people, and we'll be able to fight, and we'll be able to set legislation and work with a legal team around the flotation industry, because it is on the rise. It's massive. It just offers so much to what's been happening here, and especially with COVID. I think the real pandemic is mental health, but that's just my own personal opinion. So this year also seen me taking on an appointment with PIPS, which is a sort of charity which works with people whose lives have been impacted by suicide, or people who are thinking about taking their own lives. So I now sit on the board for them as well, and I'm absolutely loving that. So it's been a real eye-opener this year. It's been such a fantastic learning curve. And we now have a legal team in Hydro-Ease, which is fantastic as well. So big shout out to Fisher Law. The services they've provided us and supported us with over this last wee while have been second to none. I've had an amazing experience of challenging people's beliefs around floating, because I think some people think that we're a holistic centre or we're a wellbeing centre. We're a specialist flotation centre specialising in flotation therapy. And also, because I have a background in cognitive behavioural therapy, clinical hypnotherapy, havening, all the other things, it just brings that added extra to the float. This year, the things I have lost the fear of the unknown. I am starting to really embrace that. I've lost things and people that no longer serve me, that no longer fit with my mission, my vision, my view of where I'm going to be taking things. Anybody who's listening to this, I want you just to know that this year, if you haven't already, challenge everything you think you know about yourself. Challenge everything you think you know about other people. Challenge everything you think you know about the world in general. Because what tends to happen is we set our beliefs at a very, very early age. And even the word belief, if you look in the middle of it, there is the word lie, L-I-E. And earlier on this year, seen me becoming a best-selling author, as well as I had written a chapter for a book called Be Life or Belief. And the power of not that narrative that goes on in your head, thinking I could never do that, or that would never happen to me. And even in terms of, creating finances and lots of different things. When I thought Hydro-Ease, when we closed, and we were closed for that 4 or 5 months. And, I found other ways. I started looking at and taking positive risks in terms of managing finance. So I never just had this one stream of income. So there's lots of different things. So if you're sitting listening to this video, this live, and you're thinking, oh God, I hope this year's better than last year. This year will be what you make it. Today will be what you make it. Tomorrow will be what you make it. The next again day will be what you make it. And just because you've been this person up until now doesn't mean to say that's who you're always going to be. So challenge everything you think you know about yourself, other people and the world. Be open to change. Allow yourself flexibility. Allow yourself to, if someone challenges who you are, or challenges the way you see things, or offers a different perspective, please step into it. Step into it and just try it on and see what it's like, because you never know, it might just be the thing. It might just be that thing that's going to enable you to step into that other power, that new version of you that you've always wanted to be, but you've been too scared to step forward. Another piece of advice I'd give you is take risks and grow. Just like the risks I have taken this year, and again, just because I've given up the fear of the unknown, I'm the only person in Northern Ireland who owns a flotation centre. So if I don't do it, then no one else was going to do it. So I just stepped into that unknown, and it's really, really paid off for me. And always remember, doing the right thing is the right thing for you. Your gut is such a powerful tool for that. So if you're listening to this and you're sitting in a situation right now, or you are thinking about making a decision and your gut's telling you something but your head's telling you something else, remember, intuition is a fantastic thing. I have, just before I done this live, was handed a strawberry daiquiri. So I'd like to just say cheers, guys. Cheers to each and every one of you. I look forward to seeing you all in the centre, all of those who were given vouchers for their Christmas, or people who are in the middle of treatment plans with us. I cannot wait to see you all. A new year, new start for you all. Like, it's going to be absolutely amazing. So I hope the roof above you never falls in, and I hope the people under that roof never fall out. Take care. Have a great new year.